Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the interview training company howtobecome.com, and in this presentation I will teach you how to pass your Ikea interview. So if you have an Ikea interview coming up for any role whatsoever, whether it's for a store assistant, cashier, team leader, or a role at the Ikea head office, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by giving you a list of Ikea interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for. I'll provide you with example high scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed, and I'll also make sure to give you some essential tips for passing your Ikea interview before finally telling you how you can download further resources including all of the answers to help you to prepare. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I want to help you to pass your Ikea interview, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button, because that tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's take a look at that first Ikea interview question that I recommend you prepare for, which is tell me about yourself. Now, this interview question is one that frequently comes up as the very first interview question that you'll have to answer in a job interview. And this is your opportunity to get your interview off to a flying start and be that standout candidate. Therefore, in your answer, make sure you talk about the skills and qualities that you have. Do not talk about your home life or your personal life. Instead, focus on your passion for this role and the experience that you can bring to it. And finally, describe how you're going to add value to the Ikea brand in the job role itself. So make sure you download that job description and focus on telling them how your skills are a perfect match for it. It's really important that you do this, because that job description is your blueprint for answering these interview questions and scoring highly. So for example, if on that job description they state they're looking for someone who's a team worker and someone who's hardworking and professional, then make sure you use those exact words throughout your Ikea interview answers. Okay, let's take a look at a great example answer to help you. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be interviewed for this position today at Ikea. I would describe myself as an enthusiastic and hard-working employee that can always be relied upon to get the job done. I'm confident that my positive can-do attitude and diverse skill set make me a great candidate for this position at Ikea. Before submitting my application, I wanted to ensure that I would be a great fit for this position, as well as Ikea being the right company for me. Therefore, I took it upon myself to conduct some research into your company's values and charitable projects. I was particularly impressed by the Ikea Foundation. The Ikea Foundation's current initiatives are targeting world poverty and climate change. I personally feel passionate about giving back to the world around me too, and I would be eager to become involved in the Ikea Foundation's projects if possible. At my previous place of work, I had the opportunity to organise a company fun run in aid of UNICEF. In addition, I have excellent interpersonal and communication skills and work both cooperatively as part of a team and individually. I am someone who strives to maintain the best standards at all times, particularly in customer-facing work environments where I'm representing the business to consumers. I can be relied upon to show up at work on time, handle all customer questions and complaints professionally, and will approach each task I'm given with enthusiasm and a positive attitude. Outside of work, I'm driven by my family and friends, who are entirely supportive of my work and any potential irregular shift that may be required of me in this position. Attending a local cycling group is one of my favourite activities, as it helps to maintain my fitness as well as my mental focus. If I'm given this opportunity, I want to assure you that I'll be a dedicated, positive and customer focused member of the Ikea family. Wow, what a powerful way to answer that opening interview question. Tell me about yourself, or sometimes it's worded as introduce yourself. Let's take a look at the next interview question, which is why do you want to work for Ikea and what can you bring to the role? Now, the hiring manager will want to know that you see their team and culture as a perfect fit, and that your values match that of Ikea's beliefs and goals, that you want stable employment. The hiring manager also wants to know that you have a genuine interest in Ikea and the job role itself. So you need to make sure you cover all of that in your answer here. And the best way to do that is to make sure you do your research. If you don't know anything about the company, then it shows the hiring manager that you don't care about Ikea and you only care about getting a paycheck. So let's take a look at a brilliant example answer to help you. Why do you want to work for Ikea and what can you bring to the role? Having been a loyal client of Ikea for many years, I can personally attest to the exceptional and consistent quality of all your items, from wardrobes to meatballs, as well as the professionalism and friendliness of your employees, having taken advantage of your great value many times. You are a household name and I'd be proud to work for the Ikea brand. I am seeking employment where I feel encouraged and empowered to continue growing for many years to come. Since this is a major consideration for me, I reached out to IKEA staff on the professional networking site LinkedIn. According to what I've learned, IKEA provides a positive and supportive environment for employees. I was particularly impressed by the generous benefits that you offer your staff, including discounts, complimentary lunch, and well-being support. I also want to work for you because I admire how you offer a wide range of great quality homeware for an unbeatable price. This tells me that you evidently care passionately about your customers' ability to access great quality products whilst remaining within budget. Finally, I want to work here because I feel this role is an ideal fit for me. My previous experience has equipped me with the interpersonal skills and problem-solving abilities necessary to succeed in the role. I'm confident in my ability to resolve customer complaints efficiently and effectively, and I appreciate the significance of ensuring that every client leaves the IKEA store satisfied with their purchases and shopping experience. If given the opportunity, I'm confident that I could excel in this position at IKEA. Now don't go anywhere, as I still have more interview questions and answers to give you, but when you're ready, click that link in the top right hand corner. It'll take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my 21 IKEA interview questions and answers for all job roles to give you the edge in your interview, including the ones we're covering right now. Okay, let's take a look at the next IKEA interview question, which is, can you tell me the hours you're able to work? Now, for your answer to this interview question, you must demonstrate flexibility and that you wouldn't jeopardize the company by leaving them understaffed. My advice is to mention your preferences, but state that they are just preferences and instead you will happily work the hours the company needs. Remember, the hiring manager wants to hear that you will help the company as and when it's needed. This includes during busy holiday periods, weekends, late night shifts, and covering for absent staff. So let's take a look at a brilliant example answer to help you. Can you tell me the hours you're able to work? If you hire me, I would be willing to work flexible hours that best suit the needs of the business. Ideally, my preferred working hours would be working Tuesday through to Saturday. However, this is just a preference, and I would be more than happy to take on hours that would be most beneficial to this IKEA store, including late night shifts and weekends. I'm flexible with my commitments outside of work, and therefore I can be relied upon to work around the business's needs. For example, I understand that over the holiday period, IKEA stores become very popular, and I'd be willing to work extra hours over this time and as much as needed. As a dedicated team member, I consider it my duty to help the company succeed by taking on any necessary extra shifts during busy periods. I'm a highly dependable individual whom you can rely upon to arrive punctually before each of my shifts and cover unexpected gaps in the rota with little notice. That's a great answer. Let's take a look at the next IKEA interview question, which is, how would you deal with a difficult or frustrated customer? What would you consider when dealing with them and why? Now, dealing with difficult customers is a reality many employees face. The hiring manager at IKEA will want to know that you will remain calm and professional and represent their company in a positive light at all times. It is therefore essential to demonstrate that you will not be reactive or respond negatively. Instead, show that you have good customer service and communication skills, and that you are aware that you are representing the company and can follow their policies. So let's take a look at a great example answer to help you. How would you deal with a difficult or frustrated customer? What would you consider when dealing with them and why? Here we go. Working at IKEA requires excellent customer service, and I understand that to deliver outstanding service, there will be times when I'll have to resolve complaints positively. When dealing with frustrated customers, I'm always conscious to remain calm. I'm aware that being frustrated or having an unprofessional manner back will reflect negatively on the brand as well as escalate the situation further. Instead, I'd listen carefully to the customer's concerns so I could fix the problem and find a solution. I'd smile and retain a bright and pleasant demeanour, since I feel this would help ease whatever concerns the customer may be having. If a customer approached me in store and they were unsatisfied with an item, I'd politely ask what they disliked about it and what could be done to resolve the issue for them. I'd pay great attention to the customer throughout and display strong listening skills, such as nodding to show that I understand, and I'd express empathy if needed. I'd start to work on addressing the issue as soon as possible and inform them that I'd assumed responsibility for the situation and that I would make sure that it was rectified. I would always follow my training and the company's refund, exchange, and other policies when dealing with a customer complaint. And I believe that I would love this, since I find it rewarding to resolve difficulties and turn complaints into positive outcomes. Throughout my time dealing with the situation, if there was anything I wasn't sure about, I'd approach my supervisor or line manager for clarification. Let's move on to the next IKEA interview question, which is, tell me about a time when you helped another employee and what was the outcome? Now, IKEA is well known for providing an excellent working environment that encourages uniqueness, inclusivity, diversity, and collaboration. It's essential that you're the type of person that thrives with collaborating and that you have strong interpersonal skills. My advice is to structure your answer to this interview question using the STAR method. The STAR method, or the STAR technique, is great when answering tough behavioural interview questions like this one. So any question that starts with, tell me about a time or describe a time, the best way to answer those questions is to use the STAR method. So structure your answer like this. S stands for situation. What was the situation you found yourself in? T is for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? A is for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? And R is for result. What was the end result following your actions? So let's take a look at a brilliant example answer using the STAR method to that interview question. Tell me about a time when you helped another employee and what was the outcome? At my previous place of work, a new team member joined the administration department I worked in at the time. Having worked closely on a day-to-day basis for years as a team, we had all developed close-knit friendships with one another. I quickly noticed that it appeared my new colleague felt unincluded by the team, spending their lunch break alone each day and not interacting much with the team. I understood that joining such a close team could be an intimidating venture, and so I made it my task to find a way of making him feel an included and valued member of our administration team. I began by inviting him to join our out-of-work text chain. I then went out of my way to set up an after-work drinks at the local bar for our team. I wanted to make sure I personally invited him, and I emphasised to him that his presence would be valued. Although my colleague initially felt isolated from the team, after making an extra effort to include him, he quickly forged firm friendships with many of the team members. As a caring person, I felt a great sense of reward seeing him flourish in the team, which in turn increased team productivity and morale. Wow, that's a great answer. So in preparation for your IKEA interview, I also recommend you prepare answers to the following questions. Tell me what you know about IKEA in terms of our values and ethics. What are your strengths? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What is your biggest weakness? What is more important, fast or friendly service? Do you prefer working as part of a team, or are you better working alone? Describe a time when you've dealt with a difficult customer. How would you define excellent customer service? What skills do you possess that you think would be an asset to our team here at IKEA? Describe a time when you managed multiple tasks all at once. At IKEA, we pride ourselves on great service. Describe a time when you delivered great customer service. Why have you chosen to work for IKEA over our competitors? Describe a time when you've shown flexibility. So the next thing to do, if you'd like to download example answers to these and all of the toughest IKEA interview questions, is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now, head through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download these slides and get access to 21 IKEA interview questions and high scoring answers to each question in a PDF guide. You can literally have access and the slides in your inbox within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, because that encourages me to make more videos just like this one. And if you have any questions regarding any job interview whatsoever, please feel free to put these in the comment section below where I'll get back to you. Oh, and please do let me know the name of the job role that you're applying for at IKEA, and I can help you further. And finally, if you'd like to connect with me on LinkedIn, I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your interview. Have a great day.